everybody and welcome to this new video. It is Wednesday today and I wanted to try something that I never did. I want to make a banana bread, and I love banana bread, but I've never made it before. I'm not gonna make it as good as they were on Hawaii. I know those bananas they use are island bananas. I don't have those. I'm just gonna use the most ripe bananas we have in the house, which are these. They're not even that brown yet, but I waited as long as I could and I really want to make it now. So I'm just gonna try it with these and see how it will turn out. I already have my butter here, trying to get it on room temperature, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I just took it out a bit too late, but I'm just gonna work with it. I just found out my loaf things, because this is not a tin, but it is for loaves. My mom always makes meatloaf in this, and then this one we use for cakes, but they're both too big. So now I don't know which one to use. Decided to go with this one because they're both too long, but this one has the right width, so that's why I'm going with that one. It's a quite straightforward recipe. You just mix all the ingredients together, and of course you do need to mash the bananas until there are no big chunks in it anymore. I do think that the recipe is quite bland. There's like no flavors added, so I am gonna add a bit of cinnamon, and I cut up some walnut pieces, which I'm gonna add into it. A bit of an experiment, but I hope it will turn out well. Oh, and I don't know if my bowl is gonna be big enough or if it's gonna overflow, because it doesn't look as full on the camera, but I also have to add the banana, so I don't know, let's hope it doesn't. There's these chunks of butter in it, which I just can't seem to get away. I might go in with it with a fork, see if I can smash them, but otherwise I'll just have to go with it. I did not really get the chunks out, so let's just hope for the best. Guys, the smell of it is so good, and I do think it's quite a proper size, because it also has the rice, of course, so it will be higher, but the size of it looks quite good. So let's pop it into the oven. It needs to go in for an hour, which I think is so long, but I'll just check up on it in the meantime, and then let's hope for the best. Clean up montage, go. So while the banana bread is in the oven, I wanted to show you guys some bits and pieces. Ever since we've been to London, we've been into the paper chase in London so many times, and I saw a notebook there and I just instantly fell in love. But I was like, no, you're not allowed to buy any more notebooks because you have like a cabinet full of notebooks over here. So you're not allowed to buy it. And ever since we came back, we were like back for 3 days, but I kept thinking about this notebook. I don't know why. You're probably gonna think she's insane. She keeps on thinking about a notebook, but I just really liked how the lines were situated and just how the look and the quality of the notebook was, and also just the outside and the color. So I did some research, but I could not really find anywhere where you could order paper chase or anything with paper chase. I don't know why, but later I started to look again and I found out that 2 stores in the Netherlands sell them, both department store. One is the Bijenkorf, which only is in like 3 big cities of the Netherlands: Amsterdam, Utrecht, Rotterdam, The Hague. One of those, or maybe both, so maybe 4, but those are all cities I don't live close by. I don't come often, so that was not really an option. The other department store is Hudson's Bay. It's an American department store, and this department store just got bankrupt in the Netherlands. It's just not profitable in the Netherlands, so they're taking their department stores out of the Netherlands again, which that did mean they didn't have a website anymore. Oh, and on the Bijenkorf I couldn't find the paper chase stuff, so the Hudson's Bay didn't have a website anymore which you could look on. They do still have a website, but they don't have their products on there anymore. And then Sunday morning, my mom comes into my room in the morning and is like, oh, this afternoon I'm going to Hudson's Bay with Mike. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect, can I come? Of course I can come. And we spent 3 hours in the Hudson's Bay. 3 hours. Kind of crazy. But I went, like, when we came there, I almost went straight to the paper chase department and went looking for the notebook, and I didn't find it. I did find the exact same notebook, but with a different cover, which I also really like. It had this cover, and it had the same like outlines of the lines, so it was still perfect. Then we kept on looking for other things, and at some point I just see the color that the notebook was somewhere in the back from behind a shelf, and I just run around the shelf and it look behind all the notebooks, and it is the notebook I was looking for. I will show you guys. It's not like you're gonna expect something now, but it's not like it's the most amazing notebook ever, but this is how it looks. It says Good Karma Club, and it's just such a good size. It's such a good feeling of notebook, and I will show you the lines later, but I really like the height of the lines and how many lines there were in the notebook, and just the quality of the paper. We ended up spending so much in Hudson's Bay. We ended up, because they had discount, they had 20% discount on paper chase. We ended up with the 3 of us spending $50 on paper chase, with the discount already taken off, so the original price was even more. Which I also bought were these pens. They both write so good. Like when I compare them to, for example, this has been my favorite pen forever, and then when I compare them to this pen, these are beyond amazing. They do write black, which I never really like, but for some kind of reason I'm okay with it, because it makes me write so neat that I don't mind anymore that it's black. So my mom also bought the other one for me for St. Nicholas for later. We also came across the same notebook with even another cover, this one, and that one was discounted to $3.25, and then still the 20% got on top of it. So my mom also got that one for me for St. Nicholas, plus another one of these. And oh, I got something else. I also got these folders, because look at the aesthetic of these folders. Wait, I will take them out to you. I always put all my papers everywhere through my room on random places, so I was like, I'll get these, and I can get more organized with and not lose all my stuff. So these are the 3 colors, but that's not where it ends. This color has this on the back, this color has the pink on the back, and this color has this on the back. So yeah, I really like them. They're just basically just folders where you can put papers in, but this way I can get a bit more organized. Like when I have my au pair stuff, I can put it in one. When I have my school stuff, I can put it in one. When I have other random stuff, I can just put it in one folder all together, and it will be so much more organized. But that wasn't the end. Then we go downstairs, and my sister looks at the watches and buys a watch, a Paul Hewitt watch. It was a watch she already wanted for a long time, but now it was discounted, so it was perfect. So she bought a Paul Hewitt watch. We also looked at the perfumes, but all the perfumes I like were gone, and my sister also couldn't really find one, so we decided to do that for a later time. then we went also to the cosmetic department, and there I saw a moisturizer of Clinique I wanted to try out, and my mom got a small one for me to try out for St. Nicholas as well. So I'm like, oh, for St. Nicholas. And then I saw the MAC department, and I was like, I had to throw a lipstick away because there was a bacteria on it, and every time I put it on I got impetigo. So I went to rebuy that lipstick, which is this one, MAC These for Danger. And I actually also really wanted a foundation. I don't even wear foundation, but I just want to get into it more. I really like to sometimes just play with it and just see how it looks, but I haven't worn foundation for like over a year. However, they did not do testings of foundation. It was so busy that they did not have time for that. And then we were about to leave, and I just looked at the lipsticks and I saw a color, and I instantly knew it would be a color that I liked. It's a satin lipstick, because I always have been into matte lipsticks, but lately they just don't work for me. They dry out my lips so much, and I just got these little, I don't know, little pieces of skin on my lip. I don't know how to explain that, but it just doesn't look pretty anymore. So I got this color. It's in satin, so it's a bit more creamy, and it's the color Retro. I will put in a very pretty picture of me with this lipstick on so you can see how it looks on me, but I just instantly fell in love with it. So that was it. That was all we bought. I know it's not too crazy, but I was trying not to spend money, and I spent a lot of money, but it was worth it. I actually wanted to start writing. It's been a childhood dream of mine to write my own book. And over the few months I actually started to form an idea I really, really like. And I have decided I wanted to start writing, but I did look at all my notebooks, and they are either bullet journals or they are travel journals. And to start writing a story, like a real book in one of those, I just didn't think would work out. So I bought a new one. I will show you now how it looks from the inside. So this is how it looks from this side. And it's not super special, but I just really like these lines. It's just a bit different than normal notebooks I always have. And I just really love this. That was the story of me and my stationery haul. The banana bread is ready. It looks really good. I think the size is just perfect, no problem at all. Let's see if I can get it out. This is heavy with one hand. Look at it. Looks really good. Let's do the ultimate test. Get a hand, and yeah, clean, so it is perfect.